Hey guys, welcome to Within. I don't know, I can't remember much about this game. I found it and then saved it for next time to record, and here we are. I just know it's a horror game, that's it. That's it. It's also fairly new too, but let's get into it. I don't know anything about it. They abandoned the god who made them. They sacrificed unto demons whom they knew not. Deuteronomy 32:15. What? Do it. I don't even think I pronounced that name right. Okay.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months.
Oh.
Which wasn't unusual.
I forgot there's voiceover.
Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it.
I forgot there's voice acting.
I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while.
Oh no.
I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out.
That doesn't sound like the voice of someone that can
Whatever
handle it.
you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right.
Things may never
I
be.
know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have.
Things will never be alright.
Goodbye, Maya.
He said goodbye. Not bye, goodbye. Maybe
I must
he
have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer. And then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. Soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him.
This is the longest.
In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him.
So we're just gonna go into this unknowingly building. Looks spooky and abandoned, and we're gonna go down the working elevator. Yeah, that seems sketch. That totally seems logical. Oh.
I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work. Let's see, he should be at apartment 405.
Left click on objects in your surroundings to interact with them. Oh my god, this...
Gross. Looks like it hasn't been emptied in days.
Yeah. She walks very slow, like this is, I don't think this is how people walk, but okay. I don't like the mouse mechanics. I can't change those settings in this. Can I, like, sprint or something? This is, like, very slow. What room number did she say? I had already forgot. I am rambling on and on. Did she say 403? I think she said 403. Is it 403? No, I already forgot. Why is this so slow? Watch it be like right at the end of the hallway. What was that?
Hello?
What was that? I was gonna be like, watch it be one of these ones in the dark. That actually got me a little spooked.
Where'd they go? There was someone just here. Well, this is it. I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
Ring the doorbell, you say? Can we just...
I should ring the doorbell, see if he answers. I should ring the doorbell, See if he answers. I should ring the doorbell. See if he answers.
Okay. For real though.
I guess he's either not home or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in.
You should have thought about that to begin with. Oh, it's unlocked. That's not good. That's no bueno.
Gosh, what is that smell?
It's the
Nick?
smell of your dead
Nick,
brother.
are you here? Well, there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh, Nick. I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat.
Oh, Jesus. Trigger warning?
Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind. Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
Well then, we're just gonna get backstory from
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
From everything we look at. Why is there a note? All I see on there is go back.
Would it hurt to clean up a little?
If you're depressed, nope. I mean, yeah.
Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
Probably paying the rent. Do not open go back.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out.
Let's check.
The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation.
Chocolate cereals. What a name for a freaking cereal.
I think I just lost my appetite.
What is that anyway? I don't even know. Old food, obviously. Anything in the bathroom? Dirty clothes. No mirror. Everything seems a-okay except for a mess.
Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
What else? There's nothing in here besides fucking a mess.
He's probably been in this apartment for what, 10 months now? How much would it hurt him to get a cupboard to put his clothes away?
Oh, it looks like a picture.
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it's not gonna voice that over? Or what? Oh my god, Siki was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and died from cancer. You can't voice act that? Did you forget that line? Alright, so I realized the game fucked up. That's why the voice acting did not work. I restarted the game, went back, and yeah, everything's fixed. The lights are on now, so don't question that. I went through all other shit. I forgot to redo some other stuff. But, we're back at the scene where it didn't voice act. Plus, there was more scene to it, so here we go. Supposed to fix it.
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones. When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least, I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
Okay, so there was more dialogue to that than there was led to believe.
What is he doing to himself? Once I find him, I'm gonna have to see about getting him some real food while I'm here. Looks like he's literally living...
Oh.
He's probably been in this apartment for what?
I didn't think that was gonna skip, but okay. The fuck came up? What? Huh? Wait, what?
Why can't he get a bed like a normal person? This looks like it could use a cleaning. I remember that shirt. I think I'd given it to him for a birthday. Why does he have to be such a slob?
Are all these things gonna have like multiple things
Would
to
it
say?
hurt to clean up a little? Hello? Nick, are you in there? Quit playing.
Okay, maybe I was supposed to interact with everything first.
Jeez. Hello? Hello? How did this door open?
Why has he got a bunch of like devilish posters all over his wall?
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Yeah. Is that the thermostat for this room? Because, okay, don't get me wrong. I know it's not Fahrenheit. I'm used to Fahrenheit, but I also like taught myself like conversion in my head to get like an accuracy. And 40 degrees Celsius is not an appropriate temperature. Are we sure he's not the devil? Because also 40 degrees is not something you should have set to in a room full of electronics.
Well, at least I know where all his money's going. But where the hell is he? He used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then.
Can I turn the TV? Open drawer.
Random drawer junk. Nothing useful. A USB drive. Maybe it'll come in handy. Nothing useful here. Nothing useful here.
Okay.
Nothing useful here.
What's this wire to? Okay. Are we still not gonna comment on his thermostat? Because that even looks like it's in Japanese.
I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months. This looks days old. Just trash. I'm not digging through that.
Are we sure? Because there's still a possible selection to that, and it also looks like it's just floating. But okay.
This looks days old. I should check this computer. Maybe it'll give me some clue to what's going on with him.
Do we sit?
I should turn on this computer. I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into.
Occult? It's a cult.
I could probably use the USB drive I found in that drawer.
Why did that look like... Whatever... There, it looks like there's something right there that's just floating. Sandbox OS. Game.exe and playlog number 1. Finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VPC, and the game contained with it. This may be overkill, but it's better than precautious considering the rap urban legends around this game. A single exe file, not very cleverly named, no instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web, and things I had to throw through to find it, things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyway. We're broken beyond redemption. I can agree with that. I'll continue taking notes in these text files that this game is the real deal and make it interesting reading. Could edit it and put a Reddit post maybe do an accompanying video playthrough. Would be a cool way to get started that game content channel I've always wanted to do, but never got to around doing. It's easy to start a channel, but not easy consistently putting out content. Admire those who do. With my track record of starting projects I eventually banned, and I know how this will end up. Why does this hit too close to home? Oh my goodness. Anyway, first things first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The Lord says that it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating, if not profoundly disturbing. For example, the guy who played it in some text. Okay. And apparently, supposedly works when we start it. Okay. Click to start. Game within a game. I don't know how I feel about this. Considering it was in the dark web too, this may not be the best. I don't like how pixelated it is though. Literally like an 8-bit game. Why am I getting Doom? It's like it clarifies and then it pixelates again. What? What is happening? What is all over the ground? Are these organs? Dead bodies? This is not a game. I'm telling you right now, this is not a game. There's a light right there. I don't like that. I don't like that. What is happening? It says Devin. I don't like this. Why does this look like a bunch of like organs all over the ground? Can't even read that. Do I have to Jesus. The fuck? Was that Nick? What? Playlog 3?
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
Got it to run. First impression's creepy, but mostly crappy. Grainy, pixelated PS2 era style walking sim. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? Game's also unstable. Crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's tuned up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? I lost this. Folders, everything on the desktop, including my playlog text, even the recycle bin. The game has no credits, no title screen, no save or load, After every crash, it randomly teleports you to different levels. It was hard to find, had to throw through fake leads and bullshit. I had to give up. I've given up sooner and not believed that there was some truth to the stories. I finally stumbled on the game almost by accident, following an anonymous link to a file dump on an Onion server. Found that amidst cryptically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the game, which I pieced together, sifting through volumes of shitposts and silvers of truth, suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. Said to have been birthed in the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by human hands but by some unknown force. As I spent hours digging into this, the old compulsions and exorbitantly returning dark thoughts, guilt, a craving for alcohol, I started drinking again. It's impossible to resist. Symbols on the graffiti is spelled wrong, I believe, because that doesn't look right, are pre-Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely a greater demon that latches onto its host. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion that it can something. Wait, when was this one? June 23rd, June 24th. So, try it again? No? He said keep going until it works. So it just look. It was load me back to where it was. Right before it crashed, supposedly. I don't like these graffiti designs though. I don't like the lights. What are those lights? Why did I get startled by that? I didn't like that. What is happening? I can't walk over this?
What the hell is this?
It's a bunch of dudes.
Nick!
Sisyphare restart required.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense. I've got to get this game going again.
No.
Looks like it's crashed. I should restart the computer.
We should take the camera off the computer. Because it could probably see you. That's probably what happened. You got kidnapped. Can we close the door? Can we do something to like...
Jeez, that scared me. Just the lights. The electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
No, that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening. We are going to get kidnapped. Oh, okay, there's another play log. Okay. Getting worse, growing signs of malevolence. To be honest, I have no idea if I even pronounced that right. My brain went completely like shut off. Like I forgot what that word was. Walking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malaise, an intense craving for defilement, weird noises from other rooms. I said noises and it said sounds. Voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. Yeah, the webcam is on. I was able to identify identity from the symbols in the graffiti. Bell Negan, aka the ill spirit of guilt and grief. Here's an entry from the Deacon, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. A greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagani sect, and then Sumera. Requires human sacrifice, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief. Manifests on the recurring nightmares of killers and the lust/regret cycles of sex offenders and the dying fatigue of dead men walking, and the guilt borne by family members of suicide victims, and the PTSD of war survivors, and a haunting dread of good people gone irrecoverably wrong. A vile parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first there was no point to the game, just walk from point A to point B, activating shrines, but simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern, the symbols, the piles of refuse and filth. The writings on the scrolls all suggest an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. Have I made a terrible mistake? What have I awakened in the deep dark? The game is trying to... Really? Some kind of code that should probably, like, decode or something. Here's the thing, though. Yeah, so he was taken because of his guilt for the death of his best friend. And thing is, I can already see where this is going. She's gonna get taken for the guilt of what happened to her brother. But I wonder, after he wrote this play log here, is that when he called his sister? Okay then. Why does it know my name? Not my name, but like the character's name. Why? Why does that spook me? That's gotta be Nick. Do I follow it? Do I ignore it? One of 4 collected. I don't know. They'll tell me this is like a slender thing. What is happening? I don't like this. I do like this either. What is happening? This is no bueno. Gotta collect another scroll. I don't like that it sounds like it's like right behind me. I don't need something to chase me. Oh! Jesus! I don't like that.
Maya, help me. Please. You have to help me.
Nick?
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
It's the lure. You're trying to lure me. You're trying to lure me into it.
That was Nick's voice. I'm... It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
But his face... What is happening to me?
We're dying, Maya. We are dying. That is what's happening. And we're about to play log 12. Oh boy. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment, standing in the far wall. Ah. I see what it is. He looked the same as he did when I saw all those years ago in the gurney in the morgue the day after the accident. His dead body cold, his face split open, his eyes wide. Despite his horrific wounds and the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me. He was grinning. But I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident even though I was the one drunk and driving. I was flung out the car and came unhurt except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness. But I know it's too far late for that. There can be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not to come looking for me, because I know Maya. She'll come looking for me even if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures, even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me millions of times already. But she can't save me this time, not from this. I can't let her get hurt. If she comes here, she's gonna get hurt herself. Yep. Well, we're goners already. Go back this way. Yep, that's the last scroll supposedly. No. Yeah, because that's not creepy at all. That's, you know, like, don't jump out at me. Please don't let me just be like a slender thing. Just something chase me. Because there's no running. There's no sprinting. It's just, Demon Lord? Hello? Bring everyone back to life. I demand it! What are you doing? What is she doing? I can't understand anything. I could not understand anything.
What the hell was that?
Nick, wait! Nick!
Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me we have to follow it.
Nick!
What the fuck is that? I don't like this.
Nick! Nick, stop! It's me!
I don't know how I feel about this.
What the hell? I'm not going near that elevator. What the hell was that?
You're not going near it? It's broken anyway. Let's go near it. Touchy, touchy, touch. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, do we go up or down? But I guess it's down. Whoa.
Maya, I'm down here. Come quick.
We did. We did. We already know. We did. She feels guilty. She's gonna feel guilty, so they're gonna come after her. How many flights of stairs is there? Why can't I go any faster?
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya.
Coming?
Where are you? We're all waiting.
Should I really be coming down here? There's that graffiti. I don't know how I feel about this.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
There's no running from it. That's it. That's it. So we're just...
Maya.
That's it. Seriously?
Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home.
Oh, so we're not dead.
It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
Dun dun dun! Well, that was, not the horror experience I was expecting. I guess that's it. Don't know what else to say except it could have been better, in a sense. I mean, it did spook me a couple times. It brought that sense of fear into it. I love how the title screen doesn't even look nothing remotely like the damn game itself. But yeah, that's it for Within. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try to find something else that is not a horror game to play next. And I'll see y'all then. Bye bye.